Hello, good afternoon. I'm just testing out a setup here. Not planning to be a YouTuber. A couple of things bothering me, which I'm not going to touch today, but just wanted to, it's basically a test for myself. And if anybody has anything to offer in live streaming, any tips or anything, I guess there'll be a place in the comments to do that. So what I'm using today is a software. It's called OBS. OBS software. It's a free software. And for the camera, I'm using an older Nikon DSLR. I think it's a 1200. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I mean, you can use the cam on your PC, but I think the I think the DSLR will offer more depth. And for this microphone, this is an older condenser type microphone made by Audio Technica AT2020. They don't even sell them anymore, so hopefully it's working. I see a blue light there. And so that kind of covers I guess the equipment. Oh, and I had to, in order to make this work, I had to purchase a device. It's a capture device, video capture device, and this one here is called a Cam Link 4. I guess that's the most popular out there. Get it on Amazon or wherever you want, I guess, if you want to try this out here. It seems that YouTube is all the rage these days. A lot of people I guess doing it. I don't know what it pays. I don't think it pays much, but that's not the point. I have a couple of pet peeves. I do watch a lot of YouTube. I semi-retired, have a little sign shop here, and I have a TV on the wall. I watch a lot of YouTube during the day, keep up what's going on. I guess what's going on these days is the tariffs, the tariff war. Well, I'm not going to touch on that. There's plenty of that out there. And pet peeves. I hate it when YouTubers are constantly bickering for likes, subscribes, notifications. I don't understand it. Who would want a notification from every YouTube video you watch? We already get enough stuff packaged. It's something like your snail mail box these days. It's just full of junk. There's maybe one letter that you might be able to use, and that's after it piles up for a week or two. I hardly ever check my mailbox anymore, maybe once every 2 weeks. It's just full of junk mail. So again, this is just a test recording. I think I want to talk a little bit about money. And I'm not going to go in depth with this today. Not that I know a whole lot about it. But people are going through a very stressful time with this. I guess it's called a reset. The banks. Some people call them banksters. I'm not talking about the local. I'm not talking about the manager at your local branch. I'm talking about way up. They've backed themselves into a corner with the currency. They just keep printing it out of thin air, and we've got to the point where they can't even pay the interest on it. So now they want to bring in this, what they call a reset. And it's done many times before, but the scary part this time is that they have technology, and They want to set everybody up with a central bank digital currency, which we already have digital money on our debit cards and credit cards. But the thing that's different with CBDCs is the power that they would have over the people in control. They could literally control what you spend, how much you spend, where you spend, how much meat you bought, how much. I mean, it's all over the YouTube. I don't have to really go into it, but how much meat you can buy this month and how much gasoline you can buy this month. Well, because the last administration in the U.S. and the current administration in Canada, they've been cutting back on oil production. If you cut back on oil, I just happen to have a little knowledge about the petroleum industry. I worked. I'm right now broadcasting from an old gas station that my dad bought in 1946. I've been here for more than 50 years. So I retailed gasoline, and at some point I wanted to learn more about it, so I went to work in the wholesale part of it, selling. And I've got a trucking background, so I delivered gasoline to gas stations, and then I want to know even more about that, so I went to work. I was only there for about a year and a half up in northern Alberta in the oil patch, so I went right to the source of where it's made. And this is what I know about gas and oil and the cutbacks. Gas is usually found close to oil reserves, and they need the gas to make fertilizer. They need the fertilizer to grow food. They also need the diesel or the fuel to run the tractors and to run the trucks that bring it to the shelves at your local grocery store. I know there are a lot of people who don't like truckers because of the nuisance. I guess they perceive to be a nuisance on the road because they're larger vehicles. Their speed is restricted, so they're governed back, and if they get out to pass someone, well, they can only go so fast. They might be stuck out there for a few minutes, and people will get upset about a lot of different things. But anyway, I'm kind of rambling on. As I said, it's just a test, so I'm going to cut it short right here. Maybe be back tomorrow. Let me know how I did. Again, I said I wasn't going to ask for anything in the way of likes or notifications or any of that stuff, so I'm not going to ask for it. If you want to do it, just go ahead and do it. All right, see you.